I was gonna say it's Wednesday, my dudes, but it's not. It's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Friday. Welcome back to another Friday video. Welcome back to another day in the life. Welcome back to another hopeless fucking man trying to get his fucking body right. It's another day of legs. It's another day of giving yourself an opportunity to be great, giving yourself an opportunity to achieve your goals, giving yourself a reason and a way to escape everything that's going on. Sometimes all you need is those one or two things that you can spend a lot of time on, you can focus on, you can lock in on, you can make your priority, right? Because a lot of the times when you're dealing with things and you don't have those, I don't want to call them distractions because they're more than that. You have those aspirations and those goals and you have those things that you want to achieve, right? When you have those things that you have to put work into, that you have to spend time on, when you have those things while you're dealing with a lot of shit, sometimes those things can be your savior. Those things can be the reason that you're able to deal with all the shit you can deal with, because you spend those hour and a half, 2 hours a day, doing it, like spending time on it, practicing it, perfecting it, working on your craft, right? And sometimes that's all you need. 2 hours of break, 2 hours of calmness, 2 hours of peace and quiet, 2 hours of letting yourself feel all the thoughts that you have in your mind, right? 2 hours of just being completely vulnerable with yourself. Doesn't have to be with anyone else. Doesn't have to be with words. Doesn't have to be with actions. Just internally letting yourself be vulnerable for those 2 hours, 2.5 hours of doing whatever it is that you're trying to do. Because the way it works is, this thing you're trying to achieve, it's a very personal, very relatable, very, very intimate goal you have with yourself. And if you're spending that time that you have that goal for yourself, if you're focusing on that goal, you're going to feel vulnerable. You're going to feel like you have an opportunity to be making a difference in your own life. And that's going to cause you to be vulnerable in everything else that's going on, right? A lot of the stuff that you deal with, even you don't talk to yourself about it. Even you don't. There's a lot of people that go through a bunch of stuff and don't even let themselves realize the significance, the gravity, the actual amount of pressure it's putting on themselves, right? And the fact of the matter is the only way for you to actually realize that and accept how much pressure is being put on you because of whatever situation you're in is to let yourself be vulnerable with yourself. Right? A lot of the times we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable with ourselves because it scares us. Because being vulnerable with other people has hurt us. So it makes us think that being vulnerable in general is bad. Right? But it's not. Especially if you can be vulnerable with yourself and let yourself feel all the emotions you have to feel in order to actually move on, in order to actually, have some peace of mind. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. Is you have to do that. Right? Sometimes you're not going to have people to talk to. Sometimes you're not going to have friends to call. Sometimes you're not going to be able to talk to your family about certain things. And that's okay, right? Everyone has certain things that they don't talk about. Everyone has stuff that they don't feel fully because they're scared of it, right? You can't be scared of your own emotions. You can't be scared of the things that you do. You can't be scared of making yourself a priority, right? If no one else is making you a priority, if no one's asking the questions, are you okay? If no one's sitting there to listen to yourself talk or think, do it for yourself. And yes, that may be harder because you're obviously biased. You have yourself in mind. You know what it is that you actually want about a situation. But I think that the key to being able to deal with stress and being able to deal with anything that upsets you is, being able to give yourself a realistic outlook on your own experiences. Like, yes, personally, you're always going to have that bias. You're going to say what you want. You're going to think what you want. You're going to have this thing that you want to be doing, that you want to be achieving, that you want to be feeling, right? Yes, always. In any situation, you're going to have your own personal wants. But if you can sit there and say, okay, pros, cons, yes, no, why, right? If you can sit there and list out the good things about what's going on, you can list out the bad things about what's going on, weigh them out, figure if it's good for you or bad for you, and then make a decision and be able to articulate why you made said decision based on the facts and the information that you gathered about what's going on in your life, you're going to be very, very successful and be able to do a lot of things that a lot of other people can't do. Because what I just said is not something that's easy to do. I can barely do that shit. It's hard. It's fucking hard, man. There's a lot of decisions every single day and in every single life that you don't want to make. But like Mike Tomlin always says, thriving or surviving, right? Are you going to thrive in the environment you're in, or are you going to just survive it? If you're just going to be a survivor, you might want to hit that rocks. You might want to hit the door, man. Hit that rocks. What the fuck did I just say? You might want to hit the door, man. Because if you're just surviving, what's the point? Thriving or surviving, right? Thrive. No matter what it is, thrive, right? Whatever happens is not going to define the outcome of your life. It's not. It's not. Whatever's happening right now is not going to define the outcome of your life. There's a lot more life to live, man. There's a lot more decisions to make. There's a lot more plays to be made in football terms. There's a lot more things to be able to do, right? Stay with me. We're good. That's not going to define the outcome of your life. It's not going to define the game. Make your progress, make your decision, learn from it, and be able to keep going, right? If you make a decision and you're stuck on that one decision the rest of your life, you're not going to get anywhere. Man, you're not. Just to be honest, you're not. There's so many things that happen in your life that you have to make important decisions about, that if you're letting one decision cloud your judgment, cloud your mind, it's going to be tough to make the other ones. And I'm not saying you can't worry about a decision you made. I'm not saying you can't think about it sometimes, but it can't be the only thing that you ever think about. It can't be the reason you stay up at night. It can't be I forgot my headphones. Oh my God, no. I literally have to go back. I'm not working out without headphones. I'm going back. I don't care. Oh my God, I forgot my headphones. I was literally like, what am I missing? Because I knew I was missing something when I walked out of the house. My goddamn headphones. Fuck. All right, well, going back home. God damn it. I was already halfway here. Well, there you go right there, right? Thriving or surviving. I was distracted by a lot of things that were going on. I was distracted by how I was feeling. I was distracted by what I was about to do. I was distracted by a lot, and I forgot my headphones, right? Am I going to cry about it? Am I going to make that the reason I don't go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'm still going. But I will say I'm not going without my headphones, especially not for a leg day. That would be not very cool, to say the least. Oh my God, what are you doing? There's limits on the things that I'm willing to give up and things that I am willing to do. And do a leg day without headphones is not one of those things I'm willing to do. I'm sorry, guys. So maybe a few minutes before I guess for you guys it'll be no time at all, but for me it'll be a few minutes before I see you guys again. And I already drank my pre, so this is kind of annoying because I'm starting to get the tingles, and I'm gonna have to go all the way back home and make it all the way back to the gym and hopefully still have the tingles, which is frustrating to say the least, but yeah, it's fine. I'll figure the fuck out. Gotta get my damn beats because I knew I was forgetting something. I have my water, my keys, my phone. I'm like, I have my phone, wallet, keys. I have my water. I'm good. Because usually I have my headphones like on my head and I just forgot them. But I mean, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just annoying because an extra 20 minutes wasted. Whatever. I'm not going to get it back, but I complain about it. All right, let's move on. Keep making plays, keep making moves. See you guys in there. All right, first movement, laying hamstring curls. I did some adductors and abductors first. I haven't done them in a while, so I need to be doing them again because being on discipline issue. But laying hamstring curls, 4 sets, fairly heavy. So. All right. Okay, let's take 10. I'm at this stage where I'm not interested in bending backwards for people that don't make me feel valued, seen, or loved. Not interested in sitting here and playing with people, simply do little stuff that they should want to do to be around me, to make me feel valued and cared for. Right? I think that we get so caught up in trying to make ourselves into things for people around us because we think that's where our validation comes from. Like, we think that the reason that we're liked or loved or even cared for is because of what we do. And if you stop doing those things, if you stop being extra, if you stop going the extra mile, will those people still love you? And if the answer is no, you have to understand that that means that you're a thing of use and not a person of love. You're something of convenience that you bring to the table that they now want to be around you. And honestly, I don't care. I'm not interested in proving myself anymore. If you like me, cool. If you don't, cool. Can't force you to be right. So, do your thing. Do your thing. I have nothing else to care about. Okay. 2 more. Laid up broke your heart, laying in my bed, conversating in the dark. Then run and go home when you find in trouble. Go home and play my hummer, play my heart. Bitch, fuck you. Dying on the inside. Ah, fuck. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're done. Done already, all nice. It's not your fault, man. Yeah, it's over, or yeah, things have passed. Yeah, you're not in the situation, relationship, or friendship, or whatever it is anymore. And yeah, it sucks, right? But your life is too finite, too small for you to dwindle on things that are no longer a part of it. Like, if you can't fix it right now, if you can't change it, why is it that you're so fixated on it? Why is it the thing that isn't existed in you? Why is it this thing is a thing that you continually harp over? It's gone. And it sucks. It's not easy. But you can't live in something that you're no longer in. You can't live in a past that no longer exists. And look, I'm sorry that you were there. It's time to let it go. It's time to let guilt be free from you. Because if you consistently live in guilt, the only thing you're ever going to do, the only thing you're ever going to be is the guilt. The only thing you're going to remain is the thought that you could have fixed something. As you develop this, as you learn, that things change, you'll realize. But if you focus on the guilt, you'll be stuck in it. Don't let yourself be stuck in the guilt. Okay, we'll leave it at 7. I'm fine with that. 2 more. Most things are honestly significantly easier than people think, but they don't know how to try hard. Because the harder you try, the easier it gets. And so it's like, if you can just learn to love trying hard, feels like, then all of a sudden it becomes unreasonable to not be able to win. You have to be able to try. Okay, 7. We'll do one more same one. 7 is weird. I thought I could do a lot more than that. And this is like a good old Hamilton soundtrack. Come on, Ty. No, okay. Let's go put these on. All right. Single leg curls, and we'll do it on hamstrings. Yeah, the more time you spend with yourself, the more time you will be able to understand who you are. And when I mean understand who you are, I mean like without any outside interference, without any friends, without any peer pressure, right? Like wanting to be like someone else, right? The more time that you spend alone, just you, you're gonna figure out, right, like, okay, what your purpose is. And when I say that, because of this, someone will talk to you, whether that's God, if you believe in him, some spirit, your soul, whatever you believe in. Someone's going to talk to you and help you realize who it is you really are. Seven. Okay. gonna do some calves now. I'm not gonna record it because I've said this before. You guys know what calves are. It's the same thing. It's a standing calf press. So I'll see you guys for leg extensions. All right, leg extensions. Leg extensions. You know, I think that every single kind of relationship is about little things, little courtesies, little compliments, little ways of, you know, if you talk to most people about their love life or their friendship life even, they'll remember the big things, like vacations or candlelit dinners on the beach or long walk. Like, those are super interesting stories, but really, love is little day-to-day things. Tell your friends how much you value them. Tell your people how beautiful they are to you. Tell them, you know, what things you're thankful for that they do for you, right? Why not? What does that cost? Nothing. So don't build your friendships, your relationships on the big stuff, bro. Build everything on little stuff. Okay, 8. All right, couple more. One of the best lessons I ever learned is stop overplaying your part. Stop trying to be everything for everyone. Stop trying to do all these extra things. Stop trying to be the only person that reaches out or that makes the friendship. And I get it, things are happening, life's crazy. I don't blame people for having their lives, but I think once there's a level of reciprocity, if I consistently have to be the effort, then there is no equal effort. There's no reciprocity there. It's just me trying to make things happen. And I realize that the more I overplay my role in people's lives, the more tired I become of my own. The more unsure about the things that I want I become. Why? Because subconsciously we're sitting here thinking, why don't these people want to spend time with me? Why don't they want to talk to me? Why don't these things? You have to become so firm in you that you don't care what they do or what they don't do. At the end of the day, you have to learn to stop overplaying your part in places where people don't value you. Why? Because they'll become used to the minimal you. They'll become used to overplaying your role and them giving you the bare minimum. Stop overplaying your part. Play the role that you have to play. And even if that role is walking away, sometimes it's what you have to do. Sometimes. Okay, whew. All right, got 10 that time. Better, let's go, keep improving. Well, I guess never mind. It's very difficult to compete with someone that's being themselves. Like, how am I going to be a better LeBron than LeBron is? The best I can hope is being the second best LeBron in the world, if I decide to do that, right? So if you decide to lean into the thing that only you can do, that is where competitive advantage lies, in what you can do. Don't do what other people do, because you will never be other people, never, no matter how hard you try. And sometimes, maybe you're not enough to be other people, but you will always be enough to be yourself, always. Now I've been drowning in this liquor bottle, but drown is not enough. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Oh, one more. All right, last one. Okay. Ah. Holy shit. All right, leg press. Whew. Get my 10 back. Let's go. All right. Oh, leg press, leg press, leg press. You know, you're proof that that good people win, right? That being a good person, being an amazing human being, because there's always this quote of good guys always finish last, right? It's not necessarily true. And you're giving good people an example. You can do it the right way. When you have to be honest, it makes you look worse, makes you feel bad, makes that person feel bad. It gets messy on different levels. And sometimes the people need to hear it. What if they never heard that note or that thought or perspective, and then they go on in life and they continue to, you know, move and act and speak in a way without that? You're doing almost a disservice. You know, it comes back to knowing, if you know better, you got to do better, right? So I think that kind of speaks to a bigger thing with me of like wanting to just be better and wanting people around me to be better and grow, you know, because going back to the other misconceptions is this thing of people look at me and think I got everything, I got it all, you know. It's not true, man. Like, I'm flawed, and you know, I'm actively trying to get better daily, and I fail all the time, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying to get better every single day. It doesn't. There we go, Ty, come on. Come on, Ty. 14. All right, I'll take it. Woo, beautiful. Oh, 2 more. I use this comparison to like a freight train, huge, long, have 100 cars on them, right? Where a million times, if a freight train is going full speed and they're going down a track, and the conductor sees something on the track and says, "Oh, I'm about to hit that," he's gonna hit the brake. That train is not gonna stop just because he hit the brakes. There's a lot of momentum. Just like your prior experiences, the reactions you got to the ways you used to behave, all these things, the things that happen to you, the things you hold close, the things you shrug off, the way your mama talked to you, the way women look at you, the way your peers treat you, all that affects your personality. Just because now you're grown and you, with friends' expectations, you're a grown man, you gotta be able to hit the brakes. And that 20-ton train is supposed to stop like a Honda Civic. Nah, man, it's gonna slide for miles. Your brain doesn't know that things are different, that you need to react differently. The way going about shit is not helpful anymore. You don't always know that until you have a thought like, maybe it's better if I'm not here. You say, wait, that's not it. Let me go see somebody about that. Right? People are like freight trains. They're not gonna stop. Come on. Okay. All right. right. Oh, one more. Respect someone. Look, I don't know. How would you feel if someone said that you could tell how much you love yourself by the partner you chose? Would that feel like a compliment or would it sting? Think about that shit, man. Like Juice said, I got a feeling. Come on, Ty. Fuck. Okay. All right. All right. Did some single leg extensions. Oh, fuck. Put 30s in my meds. You can't fix people that are broken. You can't just decide to carry their pain as if it was your pain. You have to let people heal instead of trying to make them whole. You can't love a damaged person and expect them to love you back. It can't happen. They're incapable. You have to allow them to heal. If you help, great, but you can't expect much back. If people are gonna heal, they gotta heal. Okay, come on. One more. I can't, 7. Okay. All right, 2 more. Ow. Why am I so hard on myself? I think it comes from when I was a kid. I have to be enough for people to see me. So how do I make myself enough or okay to where people will see me? You know, sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just hard to find the validation in yourself because you don't know who's gonna, or if anyone is gonna like what you are. And sometimes that just means, fuck them all. Who knows? Okay. Come on. Alright. One more. Vibing like I'm alone in this bitch. ThatGuyTy, I got your back. What's all wrong for that shit? Tell me, is we too grown for that shit? Sometimes the reason you want it so damn bad is because you know you can get it. You know you're capable. You know if you do everything right or everything you're supposed to do that you can achieve it. And when you know you can do it, you get pissed off when you don't have it. The problem is so many people don't think that they can do it. That's when you lose your drive. People want to talk about where's the fire in yourself. You have to start it. You have to ignite it. That's what's going to light the fire. You know how big it can get. You know how dangerous you can be. You just gotta stalk the fire every day. You gotta keep adding to it. Every time you add to that fire, it gets a little bit bigger. It gets closer to reality. It doesn't seem as crazy anymore. And after you've added enough, you see what's capable. Till when that fire is raging. All because of you. You were that spark. You lit the fire. You started it. Keep adding. Keep lighting. Even if it goes out, relight it. Don't let that fire be dead for too long. Keep building that damn fire. Oh. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh, fuck. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Peace out, y'all. See you tomorrow. Arm day.